36 drivers started the season at Daytona with one goal: to win the Nasmar Community Cup Series Championship. Hello everybody, I am MLCS Racing Network, and today we're going to be presenting the Nasmar Community Cup Series finale here at the low-banked 1-mile Phoenix Raceway. One tricky dogleg, 37 drivers, 4 of them going for a championship: Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Chase Elliott. Who will win the championship today? I guess we'll have to find out. Today I'm going to be joined by NLS Network and Speed Cup Stop Motion to bring you this championship event.
And the championship it is shaping up to be. These playoffs have been electric, and now these cars are laid out here on the 1-mile Phoenix Raceway. Here in the state of Arizona, it gets mighty cold at night here in the desert, but right now it's during the day. It should be a pretty warm, slick race.
This is going to be one crazy race here at Phoenix. Kevin Harvick making his final start in the number 4 Stewart Haas machine. We're going to have to see what he can do today and if he can win the championship here at Phoenix.
Kyle Larson almost made the Final Four last week. Martinsville being dumped in the final corner. He's starting on the pole today, looking for vengeance and bringing that 500cars.com Chevrolet to victory lane.
Now we have to look at Kyle Larson's teammate in the 24 Hendrick Chevrolet, William Byron. He had a great short-run car in practice, but those long runs might present themselves to be tricky if we get a long stretch of green flag racing. Watch out for the 24.
Kyle Reddick at the number 45 Toyota Camry looking for some redemption after Martinsville after getting crashed out on a restart. We have to see what he can do today. Watch the 45.
Ryan Blaney, the second of the championship 4 contenders, starting the 9th position today. He has a very fast Pennzoil Ford Mustang and looking for his 2nd championship in a row.
Who would have thought Kyle Busch, after moving to Richard Childress Racing, would have this type of season? Well, if you did, you played your cards perfectly, because he's the 3rd championship contender starting up towards the front.
Chase Elliott in the number 9 Napa Chevrolet Camaro looking to cap off one of his best ever seasons in NASCAR. He took home the victory in the spring. We're going to have to see what he can do today.
So many great storylines, so many great drivers competing for a championship, but how about Kevin Harvick? It's his final race, and this is his best track. So
Kevin Harvick for the first time since Bristol is a winner.
Kevin Harvick sweeps at Phoenix. Victory at Phoenix for Kevin Harvick, his 2nd win of the chase. Win, and he's in to compete for a championship. Checkered flag at Phoenix for Kevin Harvick.
Is the opener and the closer. Winning at Phoenix from the pole. Phoenix, here comes Carl.
He's going to here he comes. Wow, look at him slam. It's going to be. Whoa.
What a career for Kevin Harvick, and today is his final race and his final chance to win a championship. That number 1 Ford Mustang was looking to fast in practice, and he wants to get that win today. He's starting 2nd, Kyle Busch is starting 9th, Chase Elliott in 10th, and Ryan Blaney, rounding out the championship 4, is in 11th. Speaking of championships, let's go take a look back on Friday and Saturday for the Xfinity and truck races.
Championship for the Nasmar Truck Series. Here comes Christian Eckes down the inside.
Crafton with a great runoff, heading turns number 3, some contact made. Crafton wide, more contact to the line. It's a photo finish, not sure who won that. Crafton, who's going to take home your Nasmar Truck Series Championship. Across the finish line, Justin Allgaier takes the final lap.
What an incredible race here at Phoenix. Justin Allgaier cruising to victory here as they go down the back straightaway for the final time.
Allgaier, 7 wins on the year, 15 top 5s, and now turns number 4, Justin Allgaier is your 2023 Nasmar Xfinity Series champion. What a couple of finishes from the Truck and Xfinity Series. We'll see if we can have another one of those today, but these drivers are ready to get going down to ATCS.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the most anticipated race in the desert? Drivers, start your engines!
Here we go, man.
fired here at the Phoenix Raceway underneath the hillside. These drivers are raring to go racing here at Phoenix for the championship event. They're gonna roll off for today and the pace laps. While that happens, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup. In row number 1 is Kyle Larson and Kevin Harvick.
Row number 2 is going to be Christopher Bell and Martin Truex Jr.
Row number 3 is the 48 of Alex Bowman and 24 of William Byron.
Row number 4 is Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick.
Row number 5 is the Penske machine of Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch.
Row number 6 has Chase Elliott and Brad Keselowski.
Row 7 is Bubba Wallace and Ross Chastain.
In row 8, it's going to be Eric Almirola and John Hunter Nemechek.
Row number 9 has Joey Logano and Chris Buescher.
And row 10, rounding out the top 20 today, is Eric Jones and Michael McDowell. That was your top 20. The rest of the field is gonna scroll across the bottom. I said tie.
Somebody.
Hey Ryan, Justin Booth, do you think you have what it takes to win 2 championships in a row?
I sure hope so. I feel like our Menards Richmond Ford Mustang was pretty good in a race trim, but yeah, it'd be really cool to go back to back. We're going to give it our best today.
And it was great talking to Ryan Blaney. He's starting in the 9th position today. Today, Kyle Larson on pole. But now that all that's out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at your race breakdown.
Stage 1 and 2 for this race are each going to be 10 laps in length.
Stage number 3 has 20 laps and the fuel window is 9 to 12 laps.
This is a 1 mile raceway, 40 laps, which means 40 miles here at Phoenix. That was your Phoenix race breakdown here for the Nasmar Community Cup Series. As you can see, Kyle Larson and Kevin Harvick, they're going to come down pit road to check their pit speeds. But let's go take and look at all the incidents in practice.
John Hunter Nemechek was the first to run into trouble, getting loose out of turn 4 and spinning it out down onto the apron just past the start-finish line.
41 of Ryan Preece lost it coming off turn number 2, hits the wall pretty hard, slides down to the inside of the track.
He will go into a backup car. That was your incidents here at Phoenix. Once again, this is where your final 4 are starting today. 2nd, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Let's go on to Kevin Harvick's radio to see what was said.
Hey Dad, I'm so proud of you. You've had a great career. Finish it off with World War.
4, buddy. Thank you.
Good luck, Dad!
Thank you, Piper.
A very touching moment there with Kevin Harvick and his kids, but we are ready to go racing. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Larson gonna lead us to green out of turns number 4. We are green for 40 laps here in the desert.
Christopher Bell then dives to the bottom. Kyle Larson in the 5, trying to hang on the outside. Can't quite do it. Gets tight right at the end of the corner. Now he's going to try underneath Christopher Bell in 3.
Off turn number 4, crossing the start-finish line for the first time today. Bell leads it. Larson tucks inside. Here comes Bowman. Kyle Larson's Hendrick teammate to the inside.
Look at them 3 wide in the back. Harvick falling like a rock, but here are the JGR boys. Here comes the right to the outside. An ambitious block by Hamlin. He's going to pull it off.
Hamlin just about turned himself off of the 45 car there. It's now the 19 falls back in line. Toyota's 1, 2, 3 there up towards the front of the pack. Now we're focusing on Alex Bowman trying to catch the 20 of Christopher Bell.
Out of the back straightaway. Look at William Byron on the inside of Martin Truex Jr. Chase Elliott making up spots, but it's all Christopher Bell out front. Alex Bowman now catching him, going down through the dogleg into 1 and 2.
Alex Bowman drawing in closer. He's going to get to the inside of Bell. Here they come down the back straightaway. Alex Bowman to P1.
Alex Bowman's always been sneaky good at Phoenix, but now the 20 car leans hard into the outside wall. Tries an ambitious move on the outside of the 48 and hits the wall.
Bell trying to gain too much too early, trying to get back to the 48. Now he's slipping back. Tyler Reddick on his inside. Kyle Larson now going on his teammate of Alex Bowman into 3 and 4. He's going to sail off in there. New leader, number 5.
Kyle Larson going to take the number 1 spot. Alex Bowman behind him, but the championship 4 drivers nowhere to be seen. Top 4 single filed in battle for 5th. There's the first one. Kyle Busch on the inside of Denny Hamlin. Ryan Blaney and Chastain there. And then look at Kevin Harvick all the way back there, continuing to drop like a rock.
Kevin Harvick clearly having trouble with this lap traffic early. Maybe has his car set up kind of wrong. He's running the Highland, which is so unlike Harvick here around Phoenix.
Very interesting line for Kevin Harvick. Logano to his inside. Now Harvick continuing to drop on board with the number 4 machine. Logano's going to go past. Eric Jones not going to catch the 4 machine.
Kevin Harvick, pretty bad day, but here comes a charge for the 3rd position. It's Kyle Busch to the inside of Christian Bell. He's going to get the spot. Move him up the line. Kyle Busch into P3.
But it's still the 5 and the 48, the Hendrick duo, leading the way 1-2 here. Kyle Busch up to the 3rd position. That's going to be big for the championship, as getting clean air as fast as possible could be a big difference in this race.
Larson out front into 1 and 2 once again. Bowman behind him. Busch trying to make him move on Bowman. He's slowly but surely gaining on him. Down the back straightaway. Kyle Busch to the inside for 2nd. Larson now in reach.
Only 1 lap to go in stage number 1. The laps are flying by, but the question is, can Kyle Busch catch the other Kyle Larson, as they head into turns 3 and 4?
Kyle Larson looks like he's going to rip the middle to outside lane here going into turn 1 and 2. Does that leave anything open for Busch? But no, he cuts down in turn 2, cutting off Kyle Busch.
Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time in stage number 1. Kyle Larson is your stage number 1 winner. Kyle Busch comes up just short. Alex Bowman will edge out Mr. Bowman.
As you can see, the next closest one to Kyle Busch is Ryan Blaney. He has a huge lead here. Kyle Larson, you're going to be your stage winner here in Phoenix.
Kyle Larson has put out a shutout show here in the second half of stage 1. Drove up to the front, got clean air, and now we're going to see if his pit team can keep him in the front. Pit stops up next at Phoenix.
You can see Kyle Larson, then Kyle Busch. Those are your top 2. They're going to head down the pit road. Down to you, Gavin.
Right now, Kyle Busch is leading the championship 4. He just finished 2nd in stage number 1. Reported that he's a bit tight in turns 1 and 2, so 4 tires, fuel, and a wedge adjustment is a call by the 18.
Christopher Bell finished 4th in stage 1. He's feeling a bit on the loose side, though. It's going to be 4 tires, fuel, and a wedge adjustment for the 20 team.
Kyle Larson won stage 1 with a fantastic race car. He'll take 4 good years and a full tank of Sunoco fuel.
Kyle Busch going to win the race off pit road, then the Hendrick duo. Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, and Martin Truex Jr. rounding out your top 5. It's about an electric stage 1, and we're going to be right back after this commercial break.
We're going to be in overtime. Denny Hamlin leads him to the line. We're back to green. Car on the wall, Alex Bowman. Contact made into the fence. Oh, Elliott hits the 11. The 11's off the 24. Hard crash for him. The caution comes out with Logano out front.
Welcome back from commercial break here at Phoenix for the Nasmar Community Cup Series Championship. We're going to go down for the choose cone.
Kyle Busch is going to take inside while Larson goes to the outside. We've seen both lanes work at Phoenix to varying degrees. We'll have to see which lane gets the better restart.
Let's take a look at where your championship 4 are. Kevin Harvick in 12th position after skyrocketing downwards. Kyle Busch in 1st, Chase Elliott in 11th, and Ryan Blaney in the 6th position today. Kevin Harvick doing pretty bad here as he started 2nd, but he just has a good few adjustments, and he's hoping to make his way back through the field. But through the gears, through turns 3 and 4, it's Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson, the Kyles, in this back green for stage number 2.
Kyle Busch as they fan out through the dogleg, getting 3 and 4 wide here, even up into the 2nd lane. Kyle Larson stuck on that outside, getting boxed out, and there's a big incident in the middle of the field. I can't believe all those drivers saved it.
Kyle Busch leads for opening lap of stage number 2. Christopher Bell once again hot, but Alex Bowman probably look the inside of the number 20 here. So the Kyle Larson trying to make up some of those spots he lost in turn 1.
You can see the 3 drivers who were involved. Ryan Blaney went hard in the wall, but he is still moving, and he just gained another position. Now he's going to try and look to the inside of William Byron.
What a move to the inside for the 12th car of Ryan Blaney. Really got that Ford Mustang to stick down there in the corner. Not a lot of cars out here doing that. Number 12 car certainly seems to have made the right adjustments and is moving up to the field.
He's down the back straightaway. Now we come back to the lead of Kyle Busch. Alex Bowman's gotten past the 20 now. He's going to work on the 8 of Kyle Busch to the inside. The 48 Ally Machine.
Alex Bowman to the 1st position. Top 5 single file. Make it 6 as Martin Truex Jr. going to clear Ryan Blaney to the inside of Kyle Larson now. Here comes Blaney trying to make a move 3 wide through the dogleg.
3 wide on the bottom for the number 12 machine as he pulls up even with Denny Hamlin. One he was able to get through the... Oh, we've got a car hard on the wall. It's the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. smacks the wall hard. The caution waves here for the first time for an incident here at Phoenix. Hard hit for the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Let's check the replay here, see what happened. He's at the bottom of your screen. Just got loose, and oh man, that is a humongous hit into the wall. Hope he's okay after that one.
Right in the rear, where we've seen many drivers have concussions over the course of the next-gen car. Hopefully those rear clips are soft on his car today. That was a violent hit right into the Phoenix logo.
It looks like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just went down into turns 3 and 4, trying to get a little bit more grip, trying to make the corner better, but just lost it off of turn number 4. So look at it one more time. He just loses it. Hard hit for the 47. That's kind of hard to watch.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., as some call him, he will exit the field today. Now we're going to go straight to commercial break. And welcome back from commercial break here for the Nasmar Community Cup Series Championship marquee event. Now we're going to go down to the choose cone.
Alex Bowman takes the inside, Kyle Busch up to the outside, the 20 and the 12 down on the inside. Championship contenders with different states of minds.
Chase Elliott's going to take the outside lane here. Brad Keselowski to the inside. Eric Jones to the inside. There's Joey Logano to the outside.
As stage 1 was completely green, stage 2, we're halfway through it, 1 wreck. Here's where the championship 4 contenders are. Kyle Busch in second, and look at Ryan Blaney after that incident at the beginning of stage 2, still in top 5. Now we're going to be ready to go back green here for the Nasmar Community Cup Series Championship. Through the gears, 3 and 4, Alex Bowen and Kyle Busch lead us back green here at Phoenix.
The 43 car gets out to a little bit of a lead as Blaney dives way down low. He's looking for the lead on Bowman. He's going to get loose and up into the wall goes the 12 car. Cost him a lot of ground off to see what damage he has on that Ford Mustang.
Look at this 3-wide battle. Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch coming off turn number 4 now. Reddick's going to get to clear both of them. Chase Elliott and then Kyle Busch going into turns 1 and 2. Elliott's trying to edge him out. Busch is going to lose that position. Elliott is in front of Kyle Busch now.
Kyle Busch going from 2nd to 8th, but how about Ryan Blaney? When in turns 1, big slide, almost got a lead, and now he's fallen back to the 8th position. Alex Bowen trying to get to the inside of him.
Ryan Blaney lost a lot of ground there as Christopher Bell is now your leader. Martin Truex Jr. behind him, the 5 of Kyle Larson running up in 3rd.
To the inside of his teammate Alex Bowman there. Kyle Busch still trying to regain the ground that he lost. We have to see what these guys can do. Kevin Harvick back there behind the 22 of Joey Logano. Now we got a battle up front. It's Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr., but lights out for Christopher Bell. He is pulling away here at Phoenix.
And now it turns to 4, Christopher Bell gonna take home stage number 2. Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney gonna round your top 5. Kevin Harvick in the back. Oh, look at him trying to split him 3 wide to almost get the spots. He's not going to be able to, but an ambitious move from the 4 car.
4 car really tried to split him back there. That could have been very valuable with pit stops coming up next, but it's Christopher Bell who claims the stage 2 win here in the desert.
Now, folks, let's head down to pit road for pit stops here in stage number 2.
Ryan Blaney comes on pit road, the top championship 4 competitor. He finished 5th in stage 2. Loosened the dog leg, so 4 tires, fuel, and a tire pressure adjustment is a call on the 12 team.
Chase Elliott finished 6th in stage 2, 1 spot between him and the 12 car. He says the car feels good, so it's going to be 4 tires and fuel for the Napa machine.
Kevin Harvick says this car is terrible. Loose in 1 and 2, but tight in 3 and 4. The team is going to throw the kitchen sink at it with adjustments, along with 4 freshies and fuel. Kyle Busch had a mid-stage 2, falling back to 8th. He'll take 4 tires, fuel, and a wedge adjustment.
Martin Truex Jr. going to win the race off pit road. Then Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, and Denny Hamlin rounding out your top 5. We got a car stalled in the back of the pit lane.
And it's the 22 of Joey Logano. He stalled it going out of his pit box, and he cannot get that car refired. He's going to be at the very back of the field as the safety team now comes to push him off of pit road.
Unfortunate for the 22, could not get the car back going. He's going to have to get pushing to get the car refired here at Phoenix. Unfortunate ending to the season for Joey Logano. He's had a terrible one so far. He's going to get back rolling here. He's going to go back into turn one and head to the field. Now, folks, we'll be right back from commercial break for the restart.
Down here at Talladega.
Welcome back from commercial break here to the Nasmar Community Cup Series. We're going to head down to the choose cone.
It's going to be Truex to the inside, Larson to the outside, and Blaney to the inside as well. Your championship contender, Kyle Busch to the outside, Kevin Harvick to the inside.
Eric Jones is going to go inside once again. We're going to get ready for the restart here in the desert.
This is where your championship 4 are right now. Ryan Blaney has made his way up to 3rd after that big slide there. Kyle Busch falling back quite a bit down to 8th. Now up through the gears. There we go. Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Larson were green in stage number 3.
Martin Truex Jr. leads him down through turn 1 and 2 as Larson stuck on that outside line. It looks like he's going to be pinched off by Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell.
Through turns 3 and 4 now. Christopher Bell under the number 12 machine. Truex will lead that lap. Now Ryan Blaney's going to rocket back on the outside into 1 and 2, trying to take that second position away.
Ryan Blaney up on the top lane trying to get the spot. Christopher Bell, he's going to close it. No, he's not. Good run off the corner. Ryan Blaney to P2.
Martin Truex Jr. continue to inch away here from the 2 battling for the second position, but Blaney has a very good exit off of turn 4, maybe trying to run down that 19 machine as we go on board with the number 12 car.
On board with Ryan Blaney. Here comes Chase Elliott to the inside of Christopher Bell. Now he's made up a lot of spots. That car is clearly getting better throughout the day. The number 9 machine going into turns 3 and 4 now, trying to track down the 19 and the 12.
Chase Elliott moving up to the 3rd position means 2 of the championship 4 competitors are in the top 3. Kyle Busch working, getting the top 5. Harvick gaining ground quickly as well.
And you see Alex Bowman now getting passed by the 4 car. All of a sudden, Kevin Harvick's car seemed to come to life on that low line where he's been historically the best.
Harvick trying to track down the number 11 of Denny Hamlin into 3 and 4 now. But folks, now let's go through the field here at Phoenix.
Martin Truex Jr. is currently in 1st. He reported that he's very tight entering turn 3. Ryan Blaney is closing in on him quickly, and he desperately wants a caution.
Ryan Blaney currently running 2nd at the moment is the 2nd fastest car on the racetrack behind Chase Elliott. He continues to close in on the number 19, and the car feels great, he says.
Chase Elliott is the fastest car and running 3rd. He's 2nd of the final 4 and is running Blaney down for 2nd on the racetrack.
Christopher Bell running 4th currently. He feels he's a bit slower than everyone else and is super tight in 3 and 4. He needs a caution desperately to stop dropping back.
Kyle Busch is happy and running 5th, but he reports that it's still a tad loose entering turn number 3.
Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson are still battling for 6th. Hamlin reports that he's tight in turn 1 and 2, while Larson is loose in turns 1 and 2. These two continue to lose ground to Kevin Harvick, and they need to settle this battle.
Kevin Harvick, currently 8th at the moment, is 4th in the Championship 4 standings, but he's moving up to the field quickly, and the adjustments at the end of Stage 2 have helped massively.
Alex Bowman is running 9th right now, struggling, and contact for the lead. Here comes Ryan Blaney.
How about Ryan Blaney? He's going to take the lead away from Martin Truex Jr. Oh, it's a big bump. Blaney soaring up the racetrack. He tries to get back into him. More contact made. Truex now driving away. Tensions are through the roof as Ryan Blaney tries to chase him back down. This is when we're going to go to green flag commercial break. You won't miss a thing. We're going Nasmar non-stop.
Anybody got any requests? Yeah. Please stop.
Welcome back from commercial break here at the Nasmar Community Cup Series finale. Denny Hamlin has initiated green flag pit stops here at Phoenix, 4 tires, fuel, and the car is feeling pretty good for that number 11 team.
And the car pulls off pit road as we see Martin Truex Jr. still out in the lead here at Phoenix, and they're both going to come in to take their pit stops now.
Ryan Blaney is second coming into the pits. He said his car feels pretty good, and right now he's first in the championship 4. 4 good years and a full tank of fuel is the call on the 12 team.
Kevin Harvick currently gaining a ton of spots, as it says the car feels great and it's the second fastest in the field. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel for the 4 team.
Kyle Busch comes down in 5th and is very happy with his number 8 machine. He'll take 4 tires and a full tank of fuel.
As we hear from the number 9 team now, he's coming to pit road along with Kyle Larson. There's Ross Chastain. Oh, he's going to miss pit road. He hits the sand barrels hard to the outside wall for the number 1. The caution waves. Alex Bowman stopped barely before hitting the number 1. Yellow flag here at Phoenix.
And it's the second caution for an incident today, and what a caution it was. Larson involved as well. He heads down on pit road trying to get some repair. The red flag is out. Ross Chastain hard into the sand barrels trying to beat Larson onto pit road. What an incident.
Chastain absolutely smashed the end of that pit wall. Really lucky those barrels held up as well as they did. He was cooking it around the outside of Larson, locked up his brakes and had nowhere to go. That pit wall here at Phoenix does stick a little bit inward and absolutely demolish the front of his car.
What a hit for the number 1 car, trying to get too much coming onto pit road, trying to go too fast. Definitely reminds me of Kyle Larson at Homestead of the IRL Homestead race. Very, very hard hit for Ross Chastain. Hopefully he's okay.
Ross Chastain tried to Chastain it a bit too much. He is going to be out. Ross Chastain is going to be heading to the garage, and the red flag has been lifted. The drivers are going to roll back off and eventually going to come down pit road.
Christopher Bell did not come down pit road before Chastain crashed. He said his car feels good except for a bit loose in turns 3 and 4. 4 tires, fuel, and he is trying to keep his track position for the end of this one.
Joey Logano is having a turnaround day after sawing the car on pit road early, and he says it feels pretty good. It's going to be 4 tires, some fuel, and a slight wedge adjustment.
As they come off pit road, Christopher Bell going to take the spot, then Eric Jones, Joey Logano, what a comeback day for him, as fire erupts from the back of the 7 of Corey LaJoie. The Schutler Systems Chevrolet is up in flames. That is not a sight you want to see here at Phoenix.
But he gets it extinguished and drives away.
Now we're going to head to commercial break here at Phoenix. And the pit barrels are back up here at Phoenix. Welcome back to the Nasmar Community Cup Series finale. Now we're going to head down to the choose zone so they can sort out their lanes.
It is going to be Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney going to the inside lane here. Both thinking the dogleg can maybe give him some sort of advantage. It'll be interesting to see how well they fire off.
Very interesting. The Joe Gibbs teammates decided to split up, one outside, one to the top. Here's where your current championship 4 run. Here, Chase Elliott holding that first position. Then Ryan Blaney is going to be in 3rd. Kyle Busch, we're getting ready for the restart.
Back green here at Phoenix. Chase Elliott leads us off.
And look at the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. all the way down to the inside as the cars fly into turn 1. And Ryan Blaney wipes out underneath. He goes sideways in the middle of the field and a huge hit from a roll.
Huge crash.
Carried down the front straightaway. The 12 Cars Championship hopes are more than over.
What a crash here at Phoenix. The 12 flew over those cars coming off of turn number 2. What a huge hit. We're going to have to make sure he is okay after that hellacious smash into the outside wall.
And what a crash to end his championship hopes. Look at him, he just got loose off the restart and then scrambling to avoid an Almirola. Bang! Hard in the wall, almost rode on top of him. The tire fell off. It is a huge crash to end his season.
What an unbelievable incident there for the 12 car. Just absolutely wiped out on the bottom with no grip on that lack of banking. Couldn't make the car stick, and that 12 car flew through the air like nothing I've ever seen here at Phoenix.
Absolutely rode over the top of Eric Almirola, hit the JGR boys of Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin. They're going to save it, be able to continue. Kevin Harvick, look at that number 4 car, barely on the outside, slipping by, and then almost gets hit again. What a save by the 4, barely squeaking by on the outside. Ryan Blaney, though, unfortunate, his trying to get another NASMAR championship and repeat chances are over.
Now we're going to head to commercial break here at Phoenix. Welcome back here to Phoenix Raceway for the Nasmar Championship event. Ryan Blaney has just ended his championship hopes early here with a hellacious smash in the wall. But let's go down to the choose cone.
Chase Elliott inside once again. Martin Truex Jr. goes to the outside. His Joe Gibbs teammate behind him to the inside lane.
Kevin Harvick's going to head to the bottom lane. Another one of those championship contenders is Joey Logano getting stalled on pit road, trying to make up some spots. But here's where your championship 4 run currently.
Chase Elliott in first, Kevin Harvick in sixth, and Kyle Busch in fifth. Ryan Blaney out. Here they go, up through the gears, through turns 3 and 4. Chase Elliott and Martin Truex Jr. lead us back green here at Phoenix.
What a start from the 8 car, pulling down to the side of the 11 of Hamlin, going into turn 1 way on the inside. Look at the move by Kyle Busch. He made it stick on the bottom like Blaney couldn't, and the 8 car is to the lead of the championship.
Kyle Busch now takes the lead. Here comes Chase Elliott rocketing past him on the outside lane. He'll take the lead. Kyle Busch back on the outside here in Phoenix. Back into 1. Kevin Harvick now slips into 2nd.
The top 3 are championship competitors. Here comes Chase Elliott looking back to the inside lane of Kyle Busch. Heading in turns 3 and 4. He's going to get the spot. No, he isn't. It's a big slide. Here comes Kevin Harvick 3 wide for the championship lead.
Kevin Harvick through the bottom. Chase Elliott now trying to get to his back bumper. Kyle Busch is preventing the 9 from moving forward. As now Chase Elliott finally clears Kyle Busch in the 8, as Kevin Harvick looks to cap off his NASMAR career with a championship today at Phoenix.
Kyle Busch slips back to 3rd. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin going to split hit 3 wide. Oh, big crash! The 11 to the 19 to the wall. And Kyle Busch going to slip barely through the middle. The yellow flag waves once again here at Phoenix. What a big wreck here on the front straightaway in and going into turns 1.
The dog leg strikes again. Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr., the 2 JGR boys disrupting the championship 4, both went hard into the wall coming out of the dog leg. Let's go see what happened and how this wreck transpired.
Yeah, you see Kyle Busch here on the bottom, then gets split by the 19, who I believe, no, it's the Hamlin who washes up the track into the nose of Kyle Busch, creating the incident. Just unawareness from Hamlin. Maybe he thought he had the 8 cleared, didn't quite have the Richard Childress entry cleared, and created a massive incident for 2 Joe Gibbs Racing machines.
Denny Hamlin once again causing trouble in the NASMAR Community Cup Series. Now takes out one of his own teammates in Martin Truex Jr. with his fault in this crash. Let's watch it one more time. Hamlin just goes down to the bottom lane. Actually does a good move, splits him 3 wide, but just thinks he's clear, is not, goes off the bumper of the 8. Watch Kyle Busch barely slips through there, the number 8 car.
Joe Gibbs is not happy with Hamlin after that, but let's go to commercial break, and when we go back, 3 left. Welcome back from commercial break here at Phoenix. Only 3 laps to go, and we're going to head down to the choose cone after Joe Gibbs, drivers Denny Hamlin and Bernard Truex Jr. wrecked each other out.
It's going to be Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott to the bottom. Kyle Busch taking that second position on the outside. This could be good for him if he gets that same outside lane run that he had a couple corners ago.
Chase Elliott is in that third spot. Kevin Harvick has the first position. Kyle Busch in second. And, of course, Ryan Blaney is out here, folks. But the green flag waves here at Phoenix.
They go spanning into the dogleg. Out of it is Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch. Here comes Jimmy Johnson, who expected him to be up front. He's splitting them 3 wide down the back straightaway.
The 84 machine now into second position, and we've got a huge incident once again. The 20, the 5, and the 24 hard into the wall. They're still wrecking down the front straightaway.
What a big hit for the number 20 car of Christopher Bell. Kyle Larson's involved along with the 24 William Byron, an innocent bystander in all of this. What a huge crash here at Phoenix.
And what an incident. 3 cars involved, 2 Hendrick drivers this time, and the 3rd JGR driver. Let's take a look at what happened. Look at them in the back, and oh, he just came up. Wow, that is a... Wow, he landed on top of Hamlin and Byron, an innocent bystander. Involved hard hits all around.
What a hellacious smash off of the wall. You saw the 24 hit hard again on the outside just after the end of turn 4. Man, the 20 car gets up on top of the 5, and then right there it looks like the 24 cuts a tire, hard hit into the outside wall. Big hits by all of these drivers.
Christopher Bell comes down on the 5, not showing any awareness of where he is at, along with where he's at with the 5 and the 24. Huge hits for all of them. They're headed to the garage. But folks, we will be right back with 2 laps to go here at Phoenix.
I totally did not forget to put a commercial here. So Moneyline Cup Series Season 2, Daytona, early December. Welcome back from an excellent commercial here at the Phoenix Raceway with 2 laps to go to decide a championship and Kevin Harvick's final event. We're going to head down to the choose cone.
The choose cone for what could be the final time today is Kevin Harvick to the inside and Jimmy Johnson, the 84, who has made a surprising surge to the front, taking the outside of row 1.
Here is where your championship 4 currently runs. Kevin Harvick has the lead. Elliott 5th. Blaney's out, and then Kyle Busch is in 3rd.
The championship 4 that are left all stacked up on the inside lane. We're ready to go back green. We're green in overtime to decide a champion.
Look at Kyle Busch down to the inside. Chase Elliott giving him a push down to the bottom. Jimmy Johnson has nothing for that top lane. And Chase Elliott is going to go 3 wide to the lead here in Phoenix down the back straightaway.
Crowd roars here into turn 3 and 4. Busch is going to get to the number 9. Coming to the white flag here in Phoenix. One more time around. They're 3 wide down through the dogleg back into 1.
Here comes Busch on the outside lane. Kevin Harvick tries to block. Elliott, Dawsonville's son. He's going to clear him. Harvick ducking back to the inside lane. It's not quite going to work. Here they go 2 wide. Busch on the outside lane. Here comes Harvick. Oh, contact. Busch right in the wall, spinning across the line. Don the cloak and take the crown. Kyle Busch, you are the Nasmar 2023 Cup Series champion.
You have got to be absolutely kidding me with that finish. Kyle Busch puts it on the outside. I don't know if he hit the wall or rode like Chastain did. I'm not even sure if that's legal in NASMAR. We're going to have to watch this again to see exactly what transpired in these last couple of laps.
What a finish here at Phoenix. Chase Elliott looked like he had set sail coming down the back straightaway, but Busch got into him, moved him out of the way. Then they took the white flag here. They went 3 wide down through the dogleg, and then they went back off into 1.
Harvick tried to block Kyle Busch, and that was his mistake. Dawsonville's son got ahead, and Harvick creeped back through, and look at this. Here comes Busch on the outside lane. Contact made into Busch, and he rode the wall. Contact, and they both spun across the line. Oh, so close for Kevin Harvick, but in his final race, he's going to come just close to Kyle Busch.
What immaculate finish for the NASMAR Championship. 3 deserving drivers battling it out in the final corner, and Kyle Busch, who threw his car into the barrier, will win the NASMAR Championship in 2023.
What a finish here in the Nasmar 2023
So, yeah, Speed, you can take that after
championship
that.
finale here at
But I
Phoenix.
forgot, I need to send
Kyle
something
Busch
to-
takes home the checkered flag with a
I'll send it to
crazy
DMs
race.
because
Now,
I don't
folks,
wanna
let's take a look
spoil
at
anything for
your
anybody else.
finishing results for today's race.
I forgot to put the point standings.
Finishing first
Graphic
is your
in.
NASMAR Cup Series champion,
So
Kyle
I'm just gonna
Busch,
send you the final
followed by
results,
2 other
final
championship
graphic of the whole
contenders,
season.
Kevin Harvick
gotcha.
in his final NASMAR race,
Oh.
and the 9 of
Which one
Chase
do we
Elliott.
got?
Followed then by
Like 3
Jimmy
minutes.
Johnson, Alex Bowman, Eric
Cool.
Jones,
Oh, I need
17 of
the
Chris
results.
Buescher,
Ooh.
Brad Keselowski, Joey
Hold on.
Logano, and Harrison Burton rounding out your top 10.
Alright, this is gonna be Michael McDowell, then John Hunter, Nemechek, Daniel Suarez, and Austin Cindric.
Oh, no.
Along with Ryan Reese will knock out your next 5, and then Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Austin Dillon, and Corey LaJoy will round out your top 20 today. Looking at this next graphic here, you can see how many drivers wrecked out here. It truly was a very hectic race with a great finish and many DNFs. So you can see as that continues to go by, yeah, what a race indeed. Now take a look at your point standings for today.
2. Kyle Busch now is officially a NASMAR Cup Series champion. In the runner-up spot is Kevin Harvick, and Chase Elliott in third, so close today, with Ryan Blaney finishing in 4th.
Then you see Brad Keselowski and Denny Hamlin there in 5th and 6th. Tyler Reddick and then William Byron round out your top 8 here. Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson will round out your top 10. Great seasons for all of them. Great, honestly, season for NASMAR. I would say this is one of the most constructive seasons the Community Cup Series has had in a while.
Yeah, what a season it has been. So many new creators, so many amazing races that have hit the spotlight. Thank you so much to NASMAR for letting me have the opportunity to host this NASMAR Championship event. I really hope you guys all enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making this race. If you're new here and you made it this far in the video, this took 22,000 frames and 400+ hours of effort, so please subscribe. And yeah, whatever. But this has been a great season. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this this entire season, if you have, or just this race, it doesn't matter. Any final words, NLS Speed?
I've got none. What a great season.
What a great season for NASMAR. Like I have said, it's been one great season. I cannot wait to see what 2024 brings for this great Community Cup Series.
Alright, what a race, what a season. Thank you guys for watching this race and this season of the NASMAR Community Cup Series. We will see you on the other side for 2024.